Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the...
We are 20 minutes south of downtown Buffalo. It is Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. The winner moves on to the AFC Championship game. This should be some battle. Off we go here in the divisional round. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. He'll get this out to his running back. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll run here with the rookie. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Mike, I have to be honest. When offenses come up with run-play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain.
Second down, Nix. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
It is 3rd and 10. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. Here's a 3rd and 10. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards. Nix now on 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. He'll throw it left and has his running back. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a 1st down.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a 1st down.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. He pulls it in around the 5.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. 1st down. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. They'll run with Brooks. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
From back at the 5, here now 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Titans. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. He's across the 20 to the 21. The drive will begin. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Allen gonna throw to get things going. Open man downfield. It's Kincaid. And he's gonna take this one all the way. 79 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll begin here on the ground. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll look deep here for Burks. That is brought in. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Let's go.
A 1st down throw for Nix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. That's taken in. Keon Coleman. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
1 quarter in the books in this AFC divisional playoff. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Back to throw is Nix. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and, man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. This one's going to be taken in over the middle.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Titans will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
First and 10. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. The tight end Kincaid in motion. On play action, Allen. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. L'Jarius Sneed, tight coverage as he gets in the way of that one.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Here's a handoff to Cook, running left. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Receiver in motion, headed left. From the gun, it's Allen. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Play action now. It's Nix. In trouble, and down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Going for it all. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down, sack. 2nd down, big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
Third and long. To throw is Nix. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. How about that play off the call sheet to convert 3rd and 18 for a 1st down?
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on 3rd down, but what they call 3rd and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert 3rd downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Moore going in motion. Throwing. Nix. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds. And he stopped the clock as well. Throwing is Nix. A pass caught right side by Coleman. It's a pickup of 12. That's good for a Titan 1st down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
Nix now on 1st and 10. To the outside, a catch made by Moore.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but A good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Second down. Nix. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Tennessee. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Here's Allen. He's got that complete to Knox. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. This is caught down that right sideline. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand.
Alert, alert, alert! Half. Middle.
They'll throw on first down with Allen. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
One more time going up top with Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
On 3rd and 1, it's Allen. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Tight. Half. What's that?
Again, it's Allen to the air. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And the Titans are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. That's to the left side and taken in by Coleman. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Kyle Shanahan now will turn to his field goal unit. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd. Here's a 3rd down and 4. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we are at halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this 2nd half. Coming up. These two teams fighting to get to that AFC Championship game next Sunday. Back to it here. The 3rd quarter underway. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Regular. Look out.
Allen to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
And Allen, a guy who usually gives as much punishment as he gets, slides down here, but he's got the 1st down. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Play action. It's Allen. Open man downfield. It's Kincaid. And he will score. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. They'll try the right side this time. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down. They'll throw. It's Nix. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. That one going nowhere, but a late penalty flag comes in. They may get bailed out here. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Following the penalty, they'll run it. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Cole Bishop up to make the play. Second down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That is downfield into the hands of Keon Coleman. A big play and a much-needed one as well. And even 30 yards. Slot receiver headed right. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's second and 6. Back to throw is Nix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They need to get this to the 23. Here's third down. Moore going in motion. Quick throw here is complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Here's a designed run. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. Moore going in motion. Now, a second down throw for Nix. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Third and long. Nix from the gun on third down. That's to the sideline and intercepted. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Buffalo. What a time for a pick 6 for the defense. As the other team is trying to get themselves right back in this one, the defense extends the margin with the pick 6.
Yeah, just a critical moment. You find yourself on defense, Mike, trying to hang on to this lead. And not only do you do that, you pick 6 them, and you're able to extend that lead.
A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. To throw is Nix. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, and maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. He'll drop to throw. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. The tight end, Kincaid, in motion. On play action, Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is... second and a yard. The tight end, Kincaid, in motion. Here's a handoff to Cook. Up the sideline, past the 30. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Bills first down. They motion the slot man left. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
2-possession lead, fourth quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Second and 7. Once again, it's Cook. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Another big-time run right here, Mike, and it's pretty clear for everyone to see what the plan is for this drive. It's to turn around and continue to feed the back, because right now, the defense has no answers to stop him.
They go play action now. Here's Allen. This is caught at the 2. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Now back at the 4 for second and goal. Man in motion, heading left.
What's that?
That is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Bills. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get about 4 to the 29. Third and 6. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Nix. He's going to take a shot down the field. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Nix to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that 2nd down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
The extra point, up and good. And the Titans are able to edge a bit closer. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. Now on the return, he has lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. So it's a win here for the Bills. They are moving on as the #1 seed. Victory means they locked out another home date next weekend as they look to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen.